Greetings everyone, Corky here, and recently a fantastic occasion hit the motorsports world, that being the Goodwood Festival of Speed, one of my favorite events. Among many things, like rallies and races, the Goodwood Festival of Speed also hosts the famous Goodwood Hill Climb, which is 1.2 kilometers up a hill. It hosts some of the newest brands' prototypes, like the McMurtry Spearling or the new M3 CS competition. And it also hosts some of the older cars of the past, iconic racing vehicles from every era possible. And I love it. It's a beautiful celebration of motoring and cars. And so I'd like to host my own with all of my favorite race cars. This is almost entirely a self-serving video, but I invite you to come along for the ride as I take up a few cars for the Goodwood Hill Climb. We've got a whole roster here, a lot of Porsches, I'll warn you, and we're going to start with this Porsche, the 956, a car I love so much I have a poster of it on my wall. Let's give it a drive. I am reasonably frightened of this vehicle, but we're going to let off the gas. Oh god, I've already screwed up my gearing. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a great run, guys. Absolutely amazing pace. Oh my god. Oh, good god. Oh no. Oh, hello, escape road. The big issue with this car is just the amount of turbo lag it has. The RPM range is insane. But we're gonna do our absolute best, give it our darndest up the hill climb. Oh god, the turbo lag. Okay, I have to go back into second. But watch this. It just gets so crazy in the RPMs. Oh, good god, I'm just not confident at all. And then we're going to be coming towards the flint wall here. It is a straight up wall, and it's scary. Oh, I'm not using this car at all to its limits, but I'm doing what I can. Ooh, big oversteer there. Okay, at least put me in third gear. I'm multiple gears too high. Even then it's wheel speeding, high speed in third gear, and still struggling. And that's a 57-second run. I'm not sure I have the confidence to drive this car, I'm not gonna lie. The turbo lag is just ridiculous on this thing, and I have a lot of respect for the people that did drive it. There was a quote in the Motorsport magazine I read about this car, that on the Mulsanne straight in the rain, it would be lock to lock on the steering, which I think really sums up this car pretty well and all the cars of the era. Now, let's move on to something a little bit less insane to drive. Move over, Audi Quattro. I've got a cooler rally car for you all. Okay, well, Audi Quattro is also very cool, to be clear, but this is my favorite rally car of all time, the Renault 5 Turbo Maxi. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I love even the road-going version of this car, and I wish I could afford one. I'm excited to drive it. I'm actually not fully sure how difficult this is gonna be. It obviously has a turbo, if the name gives you any kind of hint. So let's hope there isn't too much lag like the last car. There we go. Fully into second, fully into third. Wow, the gearing on this is short. I suppose that is the nature with rally cars, come to think of it. Oh my god. Yep, it's got turbo lag. It's got turbo lag. Yeah, the gearing is short because you don't really reach huge top speeds in rally cars, do you? I'm sure I could change that with some setup things, but I think I'm okay. Oh my god. Oh, okay. A little bit into the barrier there. That's my fault. Into fourth. Into fifth. Probably should go back into fourth, actually, come to think of it, for Flint Wall. There we go. Why am I in neutral? What's happening? Okay, sure. I completely missed a gear there. Just missing the barriers on the side there. Towards the finish line. It's a second quicker than the Porsche 956. I don't think it should be, but I think I had a little more ease driving the thing. So that is currently first place on our leaderboard. And we'll see what can dethrone it. Don't get me wrong, I love my vintage cars, but modern automotives aren't so bad either. This is a TCR car. I've confessed my love to the TCR car multiple times on this channel now, and I'm about to do it again. I just think it's cool. I just think they're neat. Is there anything hugely special about them? No, they're touring cars. They're front-wheel drive, make some good power. They're, got a bunch of aero on them. I just like them, okay? I just like them. Let's drive. Full on the beans. Into first. A little bit of a slow start off the line. Probably could have done better there, but such is life. And this is going to be a lot easier to drive, and I have a suspicion that it's going to be quicker than anything else here. Just because of my confidence levels. That being said, we don't want to get too cocky with it. We're going to brake reasonably before this. Here, dipping a wheel onto the grass. There you go, getting through. Up towards Flint Wall. Braking late. Probably could have broken actually later there. These things do have some downforce to them. Just hanging in third gear for that corner. Clock is ticking down. That's up to 50 seconds now. Is it going to be beating the Renault 5 Turbo? Yes, it is, by a handy margin as well. That is a 54.476. That is now in first place, probably due only to driving ability. Although, make no mistake, the TCR cars are pretty quick. Let's get on to the next vehicle. There are some decisions that I just know I'm going to regret, and driving this is one of them. This is the McLaren MP4/4, and it's going to be hard to drive. I'm pretty sure, at least. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a real pain in the ass to drive. Look, we're just going to try. I'm probably going to have to drive this thing very lightly. It's a Formula 1 car. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be fine. We'll see. Let's do our best first, and maybe we'll surprise ourselves. Fully on the beans. Listen to that. Why am I in second? There you go. Now I'm in second. Cool. Good lord, that turbo lag. That's somehow worse than the 956. That is diabolical. Oh, but listen to that flutter of the engine. That's amazing. Oh my god, listen to it. Go. Oh, accidentally going to third gear there. Tell you what, probably wasn't terrible though, because we do need to brake for this corner anyways. Meant to go into fifth, but you know how it is. Ooh, turbo lag, hello. Going into fourth gear a little bit prematurely, but frankly, I don't mind. I gotta tell you, there's a lot of downforce, and there's a lot of hay bales in my face. Cool, good, very nice. Let's get into fifth gear. Wow. Wow. Even with the difficulties driving, that's a 50.1. That's insane. They keep getting quicker. What? I hit a hay bale and I got a 50 point. This car is insane. This car is ridiculous. I'd love to do a full video driving this if I ever manage to, get the balls to do it. Let's see if anything can live up to that, hey? Okay, so this is maybe a little more of a niche choice, and I don't know why it's black. The car is supposed to be blue, but this is the Williams FW23, a car I originally fell in love with when I bought the corresponding racing jacket. And ever since then, I've absolutely loved this thing, and the noise it makes. That's insane. So, let's let it roar to life going up the hill. Thank God we aren't using a manual transmission. Let's give it the beans. Into first gear. Just listen to that. I think it's a V10, I believe. I know I should know this. It's a V10 engine. Yeah, this is during the V10 era. And it just sounds insane. Just screaming. A lot of downforce too. Like, it's not hard to drive at all. Coming up through Flint Wall, I should really be more confident than that. Oh, too confident now. Good God. Oh, I wish I feel like I've done this car to service. Holy hell. 38 seconds? Isn't that the world record? I feel like the world record is 39 seconds with the Mercury Spearling. Holy shit. That's a fast car. I mean, what can I say? I love this thing, but I did not realize it was that quick. Holy hell. What a car this is. Sounds amazing, drives amazing. I mean, I hope you understand why I love this thing. All right, time for the next car, and it's Porsches from here on out. We have 3 cars left, starting with the Porsche 944 Turbo Cup car. I love these things so much. I love the Porsche 944, just its general base car. Maybe I'll buy one day if I have the money. And I just love these cars. I love them. I think the fact that these are race cars is the coolest thing in the whole world. So let's throw it up the hill, yeah? It's back in the manual transmission for us. Let's get up the line. A little bit of wheel spin, but pretty rapid as they come. Into 3rd gear before we make it to this corner, but it'll be back down into 2nd. Little bit off track. Jesus Christ, sorry. A little bit on the dirt here. Technically that's a cut lap, but I don't care. Why is it? Sorry, hello? Can we shift? Holy shit. This thing is not rapid, by the way, but it's I love this car. You know, not every race car has to be the fastest to be the coolest or the best. This thing is pretty slow, but it's amazing. You know, it drives fun. That's the thing, it drives fun. How do I keep missing 3rd gear? What's wrong with me, brother? Getting nice and close to those hay bales. Probably could have shifted down there if we're being honest with ourselves. But I mean, damn, it's a pretty good time. Or at least it's looking like 1 into 4th gear at the last second there. And that is a 57.146. You love to see it. Yeah, I'm beginning to realize that the Porsche 956 I drove so badly. Because this is beating the Porsche. The 956, the one that raced the one, the 944. That's crazy. That should not happen. But still a really fun car to drive. Look, GT3s have been a good thing for the World Endurance Championship overall, I think. But the GTE class that came before it, still pretty damn cool, and the RSR is proof of it. Listen to this thing go. That's a fun noise, ain't it? Let's take it up the hill. There you go. Lots of wheel spin off the line. I mean, this thing is just quick. It's kind of like a GT3 car, but it has, I believe, less assists, among other things. But I mean, it drives pretty similarly. It is still based on the, I believe, the 911 platform, I think. I'm not really sure, actually. Ooh, whoa, big snaps over steer there. Holy mother of God. Coming up to Flint Wall here. I'm going to be nice and brave under the brakes. Holy shit, I really was brave. Too brave that time. Too brave that time. Too brave. Hello. And let's see what that time is, complete with hitting a barrier. That's a 49. Love to see a sub 50-second run from here. Probably could push way more out of this car if I didn't, you know, hit the hay bales a couple times over. But that sure ain't bad. Let's see, what does that place it above? That places it above the McLaren MP4. Holy hell. Again, I think it's a confidence thing more than anything else. If you thought I wasn't going to include a modern prototype, you were so wrong. I love the Porsche 963 with all of my heart. Love it in IMSA. Love it in WEC. Love Kevin Estra. Do I need to say more? I think this thing's going to be really quick. If anything is dethroning the FW23, it's going to be this, but we'll have to find out. I have a decent bit of confidence driving this, so we're going to have to see how this goes. Onto the clutch, onto the throttle, slowly lift off the clutch, otherwise these things start really slowly. Into 2nd, into 3rd, into 4th, back into 3rd. I understand some people don't like these cars because, you know, hybrid engines and stuff, but I mean, I just absolutely adore them. They're so cool. I think we're in a really golden age of sports car racing with the Ford and McLaren entries for the next coming years. I don't think it gets much better than that. We're going to see, you know, return of Ford versus Ferrari at the top level. I think that's amazing. That being said, I don't know if this is going to dethrone the FW23. Like I said, it could. I mean, they are high downforce, they are quick, but no, it's a few seconds off. 3 seconds to be precise. And we're left as our final time with our final car. with a 41.366. I definitely could drive a lot of these cars much faster, but sometimes it's just about appreciating the cars, not full sending them all the time, and I think that's what the Goodwood Festival of Speed is really about. I love this place. I love these cars. I love making these videos, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you had a great time watching. Corky out.